This is Purple Checkered Shirt Guy, and I bring you day 30 of the GPD 30-Day Gaming Challenge. Yes, we've arrived to the final episode of my series, and for that one last ride, I want to take you on an adventure to a faraway land. One of the most underrated games in recent gaming history, based on a successful franchise that had a movie released back in 2015 and is supposed to be a prelude to that movie. We're talking about the game Mad Max. So let's jump into our cruiser and visit the wastelands. Okay, here we go, running Mad Max. As you can see, today I want to start things a little bit differently. We'll start off with the GPD Win Max, GPD Win 2, sorry, test. I know I skipped this test for the previous few episodes, since it was kind of pointless testing the game on on GPD Win 2, since the games were mostly running on low details, going 30, perhaps 40. So testing it on this device would make little to no sense, as we can safely assume the game would be running even worse. What I'm doing here is changing some settings. When I press X auto detect preset, the game it turns several things a little up, but I want to turn everything to lowest, so that we can see how much of a different of performance differences between the game on SSAO turned off, and suddenly we have a little more. How much of a difference is between the two devices. I want to show you that mostly because, believe it or not, but I logged 75 hours of Mad Max, and as I said, the game is really underrated. I totally recommend it. It's a great game, and 75 hours logged. On the most of it was on GPD Win 2 exactly. I was going on daily commute on the bus for like let's go with the game. For like at least half an hour one way each day. So I've been playing the game for about 2-3 months on the bus, and got through it. I got so enthralled by the game that I did almost all side missions and all of the main story. Yeah, the game looks quite not very good. Runs also quite not good. But still, with so much daily commute every day, there was little choice for me. When we go outside, we get a little more performance. There were more particles generated inside the building, so that dampened the performance a bit. But outside we have we have between 20 to 30 FPS. Quite stable, so it makes the game quite playable. Actually, not exactly. I'm not exactly sure why, but I believe on my own device I had more performance. Probably because I changed the SSD. And my buddy Archie did not change SSD on his GPD, so this is original 128 delivered with the device. Either way, you can see we have 5.3 gigabytes of RAM used. No, stop! I don't wanna. Boom! Ouch. Okay. Chum, repair it. Can I? Yeah. Okay. Chum, repair this. 5.3 gigabytes of RAM. 20 going 30 FPS. And 100% of CPU used at all times. I just want to check real quick if the settings are actually yeah, I think I can't change anything here. I would have to go outside. Never mind that. I believe that was more or less the performance I got while playing, so it wasn't very good, but stable enough to be playable. So this is it. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and connect the GPD Win Max with the external graphics card now. Okay, here we go. The game is starting. I think we received the previous resolution here. The external graphics card is working hard, or at least it's working. We'll see if it's working hard. Okay, let's go ahead and well, 60 FPS in the settings. No, not this. On the settings, and let's go with graphics. Yeah, the resolution is set to native, but we'll set it to ultra wide. Yes, I want. Okay, that's very nice, although I'm kind of worried about the black straps. Anisotropic filtering will set to 16. Let's do this. Yeah. Actually, no, let's go with a very high preset and up whatever is maximal. That's as high as possible. Texture details on. Very high, high, very high. Everything is set to best possible. Okay, see how this goes now. We are running GTX 1080 here and with i5 Intel processor. And that brings us to 60 FPS. Very smooth, no drops whatsoever. 4.8 gigabytes, that's interesting. But remember that the graphics memory on native and also on GPD Win 2 is shared between processor and graphics processor. So we can't be surprised. We shouldn't be surprised that there is it's not so loaded as before. FPS monitor doesn't really support external graphics card, or at least I couldn't find any features that would. So measuring GPU shown nothing whatsoever. As you can see, what is this? Again. Alt enter, yeah, and the resolution switched again. Okay, I think it's time to switch to another test. No idea why is that happening. It's probably some kind of software I have installed. Maybe the FPS monitor is causing that. I don't know. It's been plaguing me for several episodes now. One day I will find out what's causing this. Anyway, you saw it. Stable 60 FPS, no more, no less. CPU works at all times between 20 to 50, sometimes jumping 60 when some heavy load comes in, like for example we're gonna break the car now. Bam! 72, okay, that's nice. Let's try ahead and test the game with a native GPU. Just one more thing before I move on. I wanted to show you that we had locked 60 FPS because I chose the setting of ultra wide going 60 Hertz. But when I switched to 74 or 75 Hertz, I immediately gained 75 FPS. So 60 is not the limit. It's really it's really smooth now. Okay, moving on. Okay, here we are back again. This time we're going on a native GPU. As you can see, we have resolution set to native, but the rest seems to be taken from the from previous settings. So not really auto detecting, automatic auto detecting. So let's try ahead and press X, which causes the actual automatic auto detection. Yeah. So we increased FPS in the menu, which is also a kind of a benchmark. So let's see if we keep that during the game. Hopefully yes, because that is it was set to low, but not lowest possible. So we'll be getting 30 FPS, going 40, 45, very nice. Can't seem to see any particle effects here. Wonder why, and wonder if that's what's... Oh well, never mind. Let's find a car, take it for a spin. There you are, Magnum Opus. You beast, you. Okay, driving off to sunset like the good old 1980s. Bam. Okay. Whoops, sorry about that. So even outside we're even going as far as 50 FPS. That is a very nice performance. You can see there is much difference between GPU Win 2. The i5 processor plus Iris Plus for a GPU, internal GPU, is so much of a performance gain that it's totally worth it to ditch the GPD Win 2 and get GPD Win Max. But still, if you prefer the smaller factor, which is completely understandable, let's compare the sizes right now. It is much more bigger. This one is actually of have 7-inch screen, and it's basically hold a little bit like Switch, but way heavier. But this one, you hold it more like Nintendo 3DS, and it's a decent hardware as well. Anyway, As far as I know, there are, or there just were a sale on GPD Win 2 for about $500, 500 plus or something. It's going on a sale, and it won't be available anymore. But I still totally recommend GPD Win Max, since it's a great gaming device. As you have seen throughout my 30-day gaming challenge, most of the games are playable, at least on low settings. If it's low settings is not enough for you, you can go back home, connect an external graphics card through Thunderbolt here. My graphics card here is GTX 1080, locked, closed in gigabyte hours gaming box. It's not the best one available, it's quite old to be honest, but I've seen already there are NVIDIA RTX 2080 being sold, so you can think about that. CPU, it does not provide much problems as a bottleneck. I really was expecting CPU to be much of a bottleneck in most cases, but it's rarely the problem. Come on, just try and hit me. So yeah, gaming on this device on GPD Win Max is very comfortable, very nice, and I'm very happy that I can take my gaming with me wherever I go. Is it on the bus? Is it on the train? On the plane? Especially longer flights. Anywhere I want. This is great. So I guess this is it. That's the end of the test. No, wait a second. We have one more test to run. Let's connect the big screen, but first, let's get out. I think that let's pause over there. Okay, let's see if the connection is seamless. I hardly doubt it, since PC games are usually not. Oh, look at that! Did we also switch to ultra wide? I think we did. Holy cow! Although with the current preset, I think yeah, we're playing at 20 FPS. But the fact that it switched automatically to higher resolution, that's commendable, yeah. But I can't set a resolution here. I'll have to go back to settings, main settings, and the camera is set way too high. Sorry about that, folks. I got lost so much in the game that I forgot about you. Yeah, the settings here, graphics, no, we are running at 800. Because the settings, overall setting is set to normal. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and oh no, we can't go. I'll have to restart the game. Okay, be in a minute. Actually, it's bad that I haven't shown you, but As you've seen previously, resolution was at 800p and we had 20 FPS during game. When I tried to switch the resolution and said do not save the settings, the game actually went ahead and yeah, switched to 800p. So now looks, and now it's froze. Hopefully not for long. Yeah. So now we'll just turn off the game and turn it back again so we can find the ultra wide resolution. Be in a minute. We'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, we're back. Just a quick peek at the settings here. Resolution going way up to the ultra wide. Let's do this. And the peak, yes, the peak refresh rate will be at 75, although I highly doubt we'll manage to get that. Settings preset is to normal. Now let's turn everything by hand. Texture details normal. Actually, if you can take a look in the background, you can see that the texture are actually getting, yeah, switched as we speak. So as I was saying, the menu is also a kind of a benchmark. So whatever you are changing is actually, you can see the difference in the background. Yeah, you can remember when I said that this game was really underrated. Yeah, that's one of the reasons. Bloom effect. You can especially see it here. Bam. Okay. We are now running at lowest, since this is a very high resolution for this processor. Let's see how it fares now. Also note that the RAM usage is at 6.3 as on GPD Win 2, I guess it was, or was it 5? Never mind. I think it's 3.5 because the resolution is higher. It's because, as I said, the memory is shared between CPU and GPU. But fear not, we have 16 gigabytes of RAM available, so GPD Win Max will meet your demands. It can even run Chrome. Well, we are running lowest settings and the game doesn't look quite beautiful, but it's a desert after all. And we get 45 FPS, so this is quite nice, and the game is... Okay, I'm beginning to feel that actually the problem with the screen jumping is because... It's actually because of running on an external screen. And now the resolution is potato again. So, but at least for a moment you could see that it was running fairly smoothly with 45 FPS. Okay, that was the last test to perform. Thank you very much. Well now, as we've just observed, GPD Win Max handles Mad Max fairly well with low settings. We could probably squeeze a little bit more details and settle down for 30 FPS, but the quality is still quite nice. That was Purple Checkered Shirt Guy, and I hope you enjoyed the ride. Thanks for watching. Well, the challenge surely ran its course. 30 days like this happened. I would really like to thank all the viewers and subscribers. I really hope you all enjoyed my videos. I kinda did, but knowing that others enjoyed as well is really even more heartwarming. So I guess that's it, but I'm not saying farewell, but that was Purple Checkered Shirt Guy, and I'll see you guys next time.